Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Sports Box. We're the only, you know what, if you haven't freaking realized in a year now, the only opinion that matters is right here. I'll tell you to either get your freaking head checked or stop living in a cave. Because the only opinion that matters is right here. I am Hamilton Mike, a.k.a. Hamilton Mike, Mike Galetta, giving you another solid special with my partner, Brian, the Ranger Attard here. Newcomer to the show, our UFC analyst, Brian Hess. Brian, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Mike.
Absolutely, because all we get here is winners, right, Brian?
Damn right.
That's right. All we do is bring winners down to the lovely hotel they call the show here, all right? Anyway, after that, all crap. So let's get to the UFC fight last night, guys. We had some good cards last night, had some upsets, had some winners. Let's get right to it. You guys take me through it.
Yeah, so we'll talk about some of the the major fights. And again, UFC 200 was a major event. They've been leading up this for quite a while. Had a couple of title matches. First one was Jose Aldo defeating Frankie Edgar. Unanimous decision on that one. Brian, what was your take on how that fight kind of went there?
I expected a lot more from these two. You're talking about the #1 and #2 contenders for the, I believe, featherweight title that it was is held by Conor McGregor, and that's a whole other story about why he was not on this card.
Right, right.
I expected more out of those two, really. McGregor was there, not as much action. I was a little disappointed, especially from Frankie, who's always brings it. Jersey boy.
John River, that's right. Very local to the
that's
area.
correct. That's correct. But a good win for Aldo that puts him in that title match with McGregor.
You know, what I remember about this fight actually was some of the photographs you saw on social media after the fact where Conor McGregor is standing and staring at them as they're fighting over his title.
He was like the only one standing in the
Yeah.
entire crowd, which was pretty cool.
I think Jose Aldo might have won the opportunity to get beat up by Conor McGregor in the coming months, I think, for that one. Another big fight, Daniel Cormier. Now, there is a lot of controversy here. So Daniel Cormier was set to fight John Bones Jones. Now, it was the second time that he got caught with something?
I think it was the second time.
The first time was cocaine. He was suspended.
That's no big.
No big deal.
No.
This time it was steroids.
Okay.
And,
you don't need to be big. It's fine.
Yeah, that's fine, Yeah.
So basically what happened there is that was the fight. A couple days before they caught Jones, the doping agency caught him with whatever he had in the system, I guess in this case, but you said steroids. Mm-hmm. And there wasn't going to be a fight, and Cormier was crushed. There's a lot of money at stake here. Anderson Silva, who's been one of the faces of UFC for many, many years, stepped up, came out of nowhere with 2 days' notice that being a fight here. And Cormier did get the win. But we talked about this a little bit during the event. Cormier struggled with Silva. Silva wasn't really in fighting shape necessarily. I mean, he was okay, don't get me wrong. I mean, I couldn't take him for sure. But, this is a guy who hasn't fought in quite some time. Not really in the event there, and Cormier, who's supposed to be one of the big guys right now.
Yes.
It was a decision. Took him all 3 rounds.
It was definitely an underwhelming performance from Cormier. But that's kind of his style. Is like wrestling. He's gonna get you down. He's gonna take you down. He's gonna lay on you. He's gonna wear you out. I really expected a lot more though, as far as a finish, even a submission. To let him go the entire 3 rounds, I thought he kind of just. I didn't see Cormier's best by far. Mm-hmm. Definitely an underwhelming performance. But credit to Spider for stepping up in 48 hours notice. I mean, not many people would carry that kind of weight to replace a John Jones on a card, and he's one of them.
Now, do you think we'll see John Jones again in UFC, or do you think Dana White's going to
if I was Dana White, he's cost me so much money at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and you can't trust him to put a title on him anymore.
Yeah.
So if I was, but he does bring in the money. It's a really tough situation. It's really tough.
So we're going to talk about money here. Brock Lesnar made his return to UFC.
Yeah, I smell something coming. Go ahead.
So I'm gonna pull a page out of Mike's book here.
Anybody got a cigarette?
I'm gonna turn the rant light on.
Oh God, he did it. Oh God, I didn't get a beer.
For those of you who watched our preview of UFC 200, I said how great it was gonna be as a WWE fan since I was 6 years old.
Oh my God, he's 6 years old.
Brock Lesnar come out to his WWE theme, go into the octagon. We were watching it together. I'm getting ready, like, guys, here it is. And all of a sudden, you hear Enter Sandman. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
Oh, who's got the Maylocks?
Oh, my. Listen, this was something that How many WWE fans paid the money for this event to see Brock and to get that whole experience and didn't get it? Shame on UFC for taking this moment away. Not happy at all. I'm not going to throw anything.
Oh, God,
but the light's off.
Oh, God.
That's all I'm saying.
All right, shut it off. All right, we're good.
All right, so.
Oh, my God, I'm hurt.
Brock Lesnar, the WWE superstar coming back to UFC for UFC 200, made a hell of a lot of money. $2.5 million he made last night. Defeated Mark Hunt, a unanimous decision. I got to tell you, Brock looked good. Brock looked like he hadn't missed that much of a step.
Did you say 2.5?
$2.5 million.
You can give me 2.5. Throw my ass all around the ring if you want. That's just unbelievable.
You know, I think that's what Mike Kong is going to make the first week of the NBA season.
Yeah,
actually.
well, that was a whole other show with the Sports Box. We'll get back to that later. That's fine.
Yeah.
So, Brian, go ahead. What do you think of that fight?
Well, Brian hit it right on the head. I mean, Brock really looked like he hadn't lost a step. I mean, there was some times that he looked a little gassed, but, you know, hey, that's 5 years of ring rust. And it was Brock's style, takedowns, ground and pound, defense against Mark Hunt, who's, you know, has a definite reputation as a power puncher, and Brock just never let him get a shot in. And, you know, the first round and third round, Brock really just took him down and just hammered away, easily won those rounds. The second, Mark did, you know, block his takedowns, but really, I mean, that round, even though he blocked his takedowns, you really could say either one of them could have won that round.
Pretty much had to ease himself back into the mix.
Absolutely, absolutely. And for Brock, I mean, this was probably like a one-time deal, but he definitely showed, like, he hasn't lost a beat at all.
Well, they say Mark Hunt's a striker.
Yes.
You know, knockout power, and that was the whole big thing leading up. They're going to knock Brock's face off. I don't think Mark got that many chances to get a punch in. You know, I think Brock really played it really well, played to its strengths. You know, is it a one-off? Yeah, I mean, you know, he's going to be back for WWE at SummerSlam next month. But I'll tell you what, if he wants to pursue it, he's right back in the mix.
Absolutely.
They're selling Brock Lesnar merchandise. I saw it on Twitter today, so it's not like they don't think he may or may not be there. But you know, for Mark Hunt, you got to wonder where it's going to leave him. I think he was ranked 8th in his division at the time. Again, I don't care if this Brock Lesnar. The guy hadn't fought in UFC in 4 years.
Right.
So or over 4 years. So for him to come back from fake pro wrestling, you know, to come in and win this fight, you know, it's
pretty handily to boot.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, hold on. Breaking news. Hold on. We got breaking news. Wait. Who's getting the bagels tomorrow morning? Are you guys you freaking believe these guys? I'm sorry. Hang on a second. Gee, come on, guys.
You can't hire anybody.
Jesus, boy.
You cannot get good help these days.
Man. It's like a bunch of freaking baboons working here. It's unbelievable. We gotta go hire some people. This is ridiculous.
We're actually taking applications.
It's like freaking it's like pre-K. My daughter's going to pre-K next year. It's like having freaking pre-K here. Unbelievable. I'm sorry, guys. Go ahead.
So the main event now, the main event that was a default main event because the Cormier Jones fight was put on hold. You may never actually see that one. Was Amanda Nunes and Miesha Tate for the women's championship. This did not go the way Vegas thought it would, for sure, or how many people thought it would. This was a short fight.
And it's a beatdown.
It was. Listen, Miesha Tate got bloodied.
Yep.
She got beat up pretty bad. You know, she came in talking about how much she wanted it more and how she's gonna have this mental edge, but like that, we have a new champion.
I would let Brian grab him and show you example-wise how he beat the crap out of, how she beat the crap out. But I don't want to get blown on the floor, so we won't go there. I'm sorry.
Appreciate
Brian. Go
that.
ahead.
Thank you.
No problem.
Wow, really impressive from Nunes. You know, first Brazilian women's champion. You know, great for her. She comes in number 4 contender in the division. Nobody's really heard of her. Comes in with the striker reputation. Really, everybody thought Miesha was going to win this pretty handily, especially Vegas, as you mentioned. But wow, I mean, Amanda just really came out throwing haymakers, really dominated. Miesha barely got anything in, and bloodied her up right from the get, had her on her heels, and really impressive from Nunes.
I mean, Miesha Tate really was on the defensive very early in this fight. And she ended up in a rear naked choke, and I mean, you could see her face was just, you know, she just tapped, she was done. I mean, this whole thing didn't last very long at all, 3 minutes and 16 seconds.
Rear naked choke. That's I like that vocab.
Like
That's, right.
Hey,
That's beautiful vocab here at the Sports Box. I'll tell you.
That is the term.
Nothing but quality.
We absolutely have
nothing
to
but quality. I'll tell you.
It'll be interesting to see where that women's bantamweight goes from here.
Sure.
You know, again, you haven't seen Ronda Rousey, who's been the face of that for so long, in quite some time. Maybe she got to think twice. I mean, again, that was a very dominant performance out of nowhere, honestly, for Amanda Nunes.
Do you think Rousey will be somewhat like Brock Lesnar, coming back, take her time, get ease back into it, or think she's going to go back in there full tilt? Because Rousey before was, you know, she would come after you in the first round and just try to destroy you. Now it's a whole different story. She's been out for a while now, like you guys said. She's going to get back into it. Is it going to be like a Brock Lesnar fight where she's got to ease back into things again?
I think given the time frame, she was kind of Rousey-esque in this one. Again, she made short work of it.
Sure, absolutely.
You know.
And as far as Rousey goes, I mean, previously she'd beat her opponent in like 20 seconds and then be ready to go in like a month because she only put like you know, she didn't get any damage done to her. So in this case, the loss really shook Rousey to the point where Dana White wanted her to be in UFC 200.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
But she said, "Look, I'm just not ready."
Right.
And so it should be an interesting fight. I believe Rousey will be back soon.
I agree.
And looking to reclaim her title. Yeah. But she better watch herself because Nunes could very well pull Holly Holm and knock her out.
Yeah, no, it's definitely going to be interesting in the coming months here in UFC to see where this thing ends up. We see Brock Lesnar again. I don't think we will personally, but I didn't think we'd see him this time either. So
well, I'm just hoping Brock Lesnar has the right music next time because Brian
yes,
like twice in 1 year. That's going to be freaking amazing. I might pass out. You might have to give me CPR, shock me here. That's amazing.
So you're going to be in a rear naked choke?
I could be the rear naked choke.
Yeah.
I'd be a little kinky if we did that. Me and you. We have to get some females on the show or something. No offense, guys. That's all the time we have for the Sports Box. I want to thank Brian Hess, our UFC analyst, for coming by today and analyzing everything, breaking everything down for your lovely peeps out there. And Brian for throwing the rant light. Attaboy. Keep an eye out for the Sports Box. We've got some great things coming. Again, Brian, if we ever get a microphone, if we ever get on the street,
right.
We'll get some shit going. But remember, as a Sports Box, the only opinion that matters.
It's right here.
It's right here, folks. You can't get any better than this.
If you don't know that by now, I mean, really.
You know what? You just need a life. But still subscribe. Thanks for watching. See ya.
Don't forget to subscribe.